It doesn't matter.
That's garbage.
So this is you know how
Are
you
you are you are you putting this out with this video?
yeah.
It's slanted. Is
Okay.
this the quality you want your followers
All
to?
right, here.
Come on, make it better for them.
It's just like this thing doesn't really,
So then like tilt this or like put your wallet under this or something.
Yeah,
It's
no,
useful.
Brett is correct. Boom, boom. It looks so much better now. Because
There
on
we
it's,
go.
it's only Brett's face.
Because Brett was here. Yeah. Okay, much better.
Okay. Here we are. Let's aim it a little bit down because I like to lean back. Here we are, both of us wearing the gray shirts. Ew! And I'm here with
Brett Bailey, how are you?
Brett Ballin Bailey. Okay, so
That's a name I did not make for myself, FYI.
the market made it for you. So
Yeah, Mr. Marketer.
yeah. So today, this is my first guest ever. Isn't that crazy? So I'm just gonna interview you a little bit. So I guess like nobody knows who you are. Think of it. You know, you're talking to pretty much new people. Who is Brett Ballin Bailey?
All right, I'm gonna have to grab the mic for myself for a second here. Again, Brett Ball and Bailey, not made by me. So who am I? I'm someone kind of like like everybody else, trying to find themselves. However, I think a great way to describe what I'm doing is I'm like a tester. The thing that I've been doing a lot recently, the thing that I am proud to say I'm about is trying a lot of new stuff and getting out of the comfort zone. That's kind of my whole thing. And to be 100% honest, I don't do it as much as I'd like to. Actually thinking of taking up an improv class with Matt, but you're gonna see this guy on the stage. But I mean, yeah, I just want to be happy. I want to do what I want, spend my time doing what I want with who I want. I'm same needs as everybody else, but I think something that differentiates what I'm doing is I'm actually just doing it. You know what I mean?
So what exactly? When you say you're doing it, what do you?
Okay, yeah, that was pretty broad. So, editing. I'll show my headphones. That'll be enough proof. Editing a video right now, creating a bunch of content. Really just putting my message out there, which is again trying new stuff. Everything I was just telling you about. So what I'm doing right now is editing videos, putting out content, getting my name out there. Because again, you guys don't know me, and I just want more people to know me, basically.
You want more people to know you, and then your message. Your message is basically to put yourself out there, try new things. Be one thing I know you're big on is being vulnerable, almost, and just kind of putting it all out, not holding anything back.
Biggest thing for me, the thing that honestly speaks to me the most is the word courage. I honestly think that people don't live life with enough courage. And so being vulnerable takes courage. Putting yourself out there takes courage. You know what I mean? So courage is the big word for me. And then what me and Matt are doing, if you guys don't know, we're working for oh, we not say that or
You can, okay.
Okay. I mean, like, we're being transparent for you here. We work for a heat pump company. We're sales guys. It was like me and Matt met like 2.5, 3 months ago at a different sales job, or maybe like 4 months ago now. And honestly, I thought Matt was kind of weird when I first met him, and then I got to know him, and then I obviously am friends with him now. So there you go. What do you have to say to that? Are you surprised that I thought you were weird when I first met you?
Not at all.
Fair enough. What did you think when you first met me? Or first met me?
Brett's just a tryhard, which holds true. I mean, Brett is a tryhard at everything he does. Now, just hold on. You said so much back there I wanted to ask you about. So courage was your big thing, right?
Courage is the number one.
Okay, so with courage, so you yourself, do you think, first of all, do you think you've developed any courage at all in yourself? Have you been able to progress?
Very much so. The more, yeah, what I find and what people that put themselves out there a lot will tell you is the more you get out of your comfort zone, the easier it gets, and the more courage you develop in direct relation.
So the big thing for you is just getting out of your comfort zone, and that's how you think one way people can develop their courage.
Absolutely. So the things that scare us, I mean, it takes courage to do a lot. Like it takes courage to have a vulnerable conversation. So having that one, like I've brought up a couple with me and you, and the ones that we've had, it makes it easier to do it the next time, does it not?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. So like, yeah, just I mean, the more you do that, I think the number one thing people don't do enough is put themselves out there and get out of their comfort zone consistently, not just the one time. And I'm definitely guilty of not doing it enough, I think. So honestly, what I'm doing, I'm gonna join an improv class because I think that's just gonna scare the shit out of me. Like being up on
Really?
stage. Yeah, man. Like being up on stage, Plus, like, I'm not necessarily a funny guy or like like an improver by any means. So yeah, that's gonna be. I'm honestly kind of nervous for that. So it'll be fun.
So can you repeat what you said again?
Which part?
So your big thing was courage, and then putting yourself out there. That's pretty much all. I had a question about it. So with your Instagram, I'm assuming you're going to try to figure out ways to encourage others to have more courage.
Yeah, definitely. So honestly, the big thing that I haven't done always on Instagram is be completely transparent. I used to put out a bunch of content that I was wanting to inspire people with. That was my intention. But I didn't have enough courage to show the crappy parts of my life, to show a bit more of the struggle and be a bit more transparent. And I mean, people respond really, really well to that. So that's something that I'm going to change, because it does take courage to do that. So something I'm going to do is tell everyone exactly my plan, like, say the improv class, like everything I'm telling you guys now. And then I'm going to document it, and they're going to watch me actually do all this stuff I'm saying. And I think seeing me take action towards literally like my life's dream, I think is going to inspire a few people to live life with a bit more courage.
Sort of a leading by example type of idea.
Yeah, I mean that you have to do that, because I honestly, I did it before, where I would read a really good book, and there'd be a great, say Tony Robbins quote or Gary Vee quote, or they would teach me a valuable lesson, but I mean, I haven't had enough time to live it, and people don't know that I've lived some of this stuff. So what I need to do is document it so I can walk the walk and not just talk the talk. Otherwise, no one's going to listen to me, which makes sense, because I'm the same way. Like, I wouldn't necessarily listen to somebody who hasn't actually lived it. So,
okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I really like that, because one thing that you basically just said is that you're not going to tell people how to do it as a teacher, but you're going to honestly live it yourself. And then as you live it, hopefully people can learn little nuggets, and you can share what you're learning along the way. You're documenting, right?
Yeah, exactly. A great way to look at it is like, this is what I've done to do this. Like, this is what I've done to get this result. This is what's worked for me. Because, I mean, for example, Tony Robbins, my absolute idol, like number one idol. So taking a look at him, I like trust what the fuck this guy's saying. You know what I mean? Like, he's been around the block. He's done a lot of research, and something else I haven't done is read enough books, learn enough. So everything I learn along the way, I'm just going to document it and share it without telling you to do anything, but just showing you this is what I've done to do this, basically. And I honestly think people will get a lot of value from it, because the stuff I'm doing is literally straight from successful people, like what they're doing. So I honestly think people are going to get a lot of valuable information from that.
So you're taking their tactics and implementing it, and then showing the results, and kind of going from doing experiments over and over type thing.
Yeah, just doing tons of experience. Right now, I'm doing something called the #75hard. There's this CEO that made this challenge. So basically what you do, 45 minutes exercise outside, 45 minutes exercise inside at least. Stick to a diet, basically. So I'm doing no sugar, only eating from my house, and what was the other one? And then a progress picture in the mirror and 4 liters of water every day for 75 days. No substitutions, nothing. Like, you have to absolutely, you have to do exactly that with nothing else. So that's one thing to cultivate discipline from a CEO. So I'm doing that. I'm just documenting it. I've gotten like 5 people to join with me from my social media. I'm not sure, did you see that?
I did not see 5, but I think I saw on your story you had 1 at least.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. Well, yeah. So already I'm starting to see that people are responding a little bit to just actually documenting it along the way, as opposed to as opposed to actually just telling them.
So what's the steps what you're doing for the discipline? You're basically just having a strict regimen and sticking to it. That might be a little bit difficult, but you're going to be so disciplined so that you don't waver. Yeah,
so I think a big part of it, like, sure, that's cool to see. I mean, a lot of people could probably stick to a diet or like, the stuff I'm doing isn't magical. It's pretty basic, actually, especially this one. I was honestly kind of surprised. Like, when I first saw this, I was like, I'm doing most of this shit already. Like, I think most people are. Like, what the hell? Well, not most people, but like a lot of people are, especially in this space, right? And I thought this was going to be easy as hell, but it's not. And 75 days is a long time, so yeah. But anyways, yeah, just showing not just what I'm doing, they're going to see me do it. And then honestly, this is something that I have to tell. I can't just show, but the feelings that I've had after. So what this competition is supposed to do is to boost self-esteem, self-confidence, and I'm just going to tell people about my experience once it's finished. And that I hope can inspire a couple people too.
Okay, and then what are the steps from here for Brett? So 75 hard, documenting the process.
Okay, 75 hard, document. So for me, documenting the process is basically doing a bunch of experiments on myself, documenting all of it. If I read something, I share it. I tell people about what I'm doing, and then I go do it, basically, because I think just that alone builds a lot of credibility.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like the big thing. But as far as what's next, what I'm actually learning, I'm not sure if you saw my Instagram story this morning. The next thing I'm going to, what?
That's funny. That's funny to me.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be learning is anchoring techniques through NLP, because I really want to learn how to stay in a really positive state all the time. I think that's massive. And then that's the next thing I'm learning. Holy cow, I gotta take a piss.
Okay, you can go pee. So next time Brett's back, I guess we will learn about his anchoring. Brett's gonna go pee. Brett told me about invention he wanted to have a pee bag on his leg so that he could basically just pee wherever he is. So if you get in contact, his Instagram is Brett Bailey. That's BRETTBAA, 2 A's in Bailey, BAAILEY. Give him a follow on Instagram if you like. But he's not here right now, so I can say it. Brett Ballum Bailey is what his name should be. So, yeah, goodbye.